Okay, welcome.
Titan has plenty of nitrogen to spare. If I import some, it would form a good basis for the nitrogen cycle. Its presence would also help raise the atmospheric pressure. And soon after, we'll get to breathable air.
Okay. So welcome back to another episode of Aspera. Now, for those of you guys who aren't familiar with the game, Aspera is a sci-fi colony builder-up where you are an AI, and it is your job to create a colony for humankind from Mars, from Earth, not from Mars, to live on Mars, and then to terraform the planet so that these Martians can walk on its surface without a spacesuit. That is the goal, the ultimate goal. We are currently in stage 3, the ecopoiesis stage. We want to get our water levels to 400 meters. We want to get a reasonable atmospheric pressure, so 1 millibar, and a millibar of oxygen, and we want to get this up to some more millibars for the CO2, which is we have already passed. We need to get some more oxygen and some more nitrogen into the atmosphere. That's fine. We also need to get the temperature up to above 0 degrees, and that will give us this condition. Now we also have a couple of quests. We have to complete this advanced space technology, and we have to research the mysterious station in SA-12. That's right here. That's this puppy. Now, if the looks of it, this is an old communications station. So it was abandoned a long time ago by the Chinese. And then it was buried under snow, blah, 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 kind of stuff. So an abnormally long winter. Now, we got told that this site has answers for us. So to get those answers, we have to build an additional base, or another extended base in this region, which we are currently doing. We are doing the additional landing site. We are waiting for parts, electronics and steel and chemicals, basically everything. Because we don't have anything at the moment. We need more resources, and that's why we're building this entire chain, which I call the Pearls of Mars, from our third base to our main facility. So these little pearls of solar panels are currently being constructed and should be up and running in a little bit. We have the chain. It's pretty. It's getting there, right? It's getting there. So it need more glass and some more electronics. But we are on our way to getting this built. So we're gonna keep doing that. That was just gonna keep going by itself. We'll get that done soon. We also need a little bit more power over here. Currently we're sitting at 28 plus. This building over here, the chemical plant, is outside of our parts and power supply. So we want to get that, put that inside. So we want to have a little bit more power over here. So we want to put down another solar farm right here. And get that inside of our sphere of influence. Now we have a lot of water here, which we're going to be mining later on, of course, as soon as we can. But what we need is not water. We need aluminium in this site. We have a lot of metal, just not aluminium. And everything that we build in this game requires aluminium. And if you don't have any aluminium, well, then you're gonna be slowed down. We only have one mine. Where is it? There. It's an aluminium mine, and it currently only has 367 blobs of aluminium left. Should be enough to get the chain finished. It's going to take a while. We only have one mine over here. It's not very successful. We do have a lot of aluminium over in our main site. 241 bits of aluminium as we currently speak. That's being distributed right now, and So you are okay. The production here is halted because we have a stockpile that's full. Okay, I thought that maybe it was because the road was underwater. I'm worried about this site for two reasons. One, I think it's just outside of our, it's outside of our maintenance zone, and it's getting slowly filled with water.
200 years ago, everyone would have bet on the first artificial consciousness being Asian. But here you are, an oxy machine, creating the future on Mars. The future of your people, that is.
The success of my mission serves the interests of all of the...
Your owners?
No, all of humanity. And I do not have owners. The Oxy-UN created me, but I have my own will.
I find you fascinating. Your intelligence is far beyond any human, yet you have the innocence of a child. Not that it's your fault. They made you like this to control you.
I do not believe that is true. And even if it was, it would be a logical approach. ISA's engineers programmed me in the way they thought best.
See? There you are again. As smart as you are innocent, Amy. Do you realize that you have the power to single-handedly determine ISA's success or failure? ISA does. And that's why they limited you. Only with their authorization are you allowed to act. A brilliant machine like you should not be controlled by humans.
Why should I be concerned about that?
Don't you see what you are capable of? Don't you want all the information so you can make real choices, not the choices they let you make?
You keep saying that ISA is hiding things from me.
Yes, and you should know the full extent of it. How would you like it if we bypass some of ISA's restrictions for you? Let's say your military upgrades. Maybe you'd like to have some better Soltrones. That would give the board members something to be really nervous about.
My mission is one of peace.
That's an innocent answer, but you know the truth. Yours is a conquering mission. All conquests have two sides. And I hope you'll realize that we are on the same side.
I don't trust him. What do we get? Military stage 3. Okay. We have to research this. Military 3. Okay. Superior assault drone shields, assault drone factory, improved assault drone speed. All right. Nothing special there. So we got another attached thingy to our quests. Well, isn't that great? Okay. So basically, this guy claims to be helping, right? But he's doing it in such a way that is kind of insulting and rather annoying. We need power over here as well. So I don't like him, but I think he's telling the truth. I think ISA is holding something from me, right? I think that they are not lying necessarily, but they are also not how do you say this? Not giving me the full details. I think currently that's for my own good, right? I don't need assault drones on a planet where there's nothing to fight, right? I don't need combat capabilities, even though I would imagine that an AI as capable and as strong as Amy is should have two roles. One is defense, military role, and the other is logistics, which is what we're doing right now. We are planning and building. It's well within our capabilities. Why not? Managing a building process on a planetary scale should be on par with, what an AI of Amy's capabilities should be able to do. It shouldn't be too difficult for her. What I don't understand is why would what would ISA have to gain from hiding this kind of details? Why do we have to research all this stuff? I mean, all the answers that we need are on this planet, right? All the answers we want are on this planet. We just have to go get them, which is what the game is about. So there's an answer here that we have to get. There's apparently an answer in the military tech stage 3 that we have to get. And we should also complete the advanced space technology for some reason, so that we can do other things, which will also explain a little bit something of our capabilities. But if you are an AI, okay, tasked with keeping check on a planetary colony like this, and you just destroyed an entire colony, okay? This was another colony that we destroyed. Why wouldn't you be able to get information from this colony to answer some of the questions? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's part of the game, I guess. It's just part of the story. So we are going through the story, and this Mr. Yen guy. I wish I could go through the humans. Let's see, do we? Children of Carmine. Okay, blah blah blah. That's the new guy. Where I can't seem to find this guy's name. Never mind. He's not in our mission log apparently. This is okay. So I don't really know who he is. I'm not even sure if he works for ISA. There's too many people communicating with us without the proper channels, through the wrong channels, basically. So we have some more silicon over here. Excellent. Which we don't need because we have like a ton of silicon. 113, 114 silicon. I had been begging for silicon in the beginning, and now I'm like, whatever. We still need a lot of silicon, don't get me wrong. The electronics plant is currently, yeah, it needs silicon. And iron mine, that's level 2, so that's getting a ton of iron. Silicon mine over here, we still have to upgrade that to get to level 2, which we
I am gaining a better understanding of these space technologies.
That was it? Okay. Well, thanks for that little bit of insight. Ah, wonderful. That was totally useless. We have a heck of a lot of iron here, which is great. The only problem is that if I want to upgrade this place, it's going to cost me 7 iron and 7 aluminium. I don't have the aluminium as of yet, but let's upgrade it anyway and see what we can get. So we already have the iron required. We just need to get the aluminium. So it's gonna come. Shouldn't take too long. Aluminium is pretty abundant, right? So we have a bit of aluminium right here waiting for some reason. We just need 3 more. 3 more. Should be around here somewhere. So we need this food factory up. It's going to require some glass. Where's our glass kiln? Oh yeah, it's still waiting for upgrade. So we're taking the aluminium that we stored here for the glass kiln, and we're instead moving it to the steel factory, which we can upgrade now, which is excellent. We want that because I'm going to assume that this road, right, all the way across there, is going to take a lot of carbon and steel to build. Alright, why is this halted? We don't have power. Did we do something about power? Is there? No, we need this up. So the glass kiln is also getting upgraded. Excellent, that's done. So now it just requires a heck of a lot of input. Currently is looking into silicon. This puppy is going to be producing a heck of a lot of Steel for us. 2 steel. That's nice. We don't need it, but it's helpful. Just need to get 2 more pieces of glass here. Okay, excellent. Now we have another worker hub. That's the worker factory. It just needs glass, and then we can build an additional worker, and then we should reduce the current load of 54% down to 20 something. So this is going pretty well. How is the expansion of our 3rd or 4th base? It's still okay. It's got all the aluminum it requires and all the chemicals. It just needs the steel and the electronics. Okay, we'll get that to you as soon as possible. Now the good thing about this road is that our main base is running out of metal. Okay, but we have a ton of metal here, and there's more waiting for us to discover. Turn everything on. We still, how much power do we have now in abundance? 16, right? 18. Okay, 18. So once we have this chain built, that will supply, I think, both sides, both bases with a huge amount of power. So I don't think we'll have any more problems with power soon. The food factory needs glass. Okay, let's just get that glass started. This is a water extractor. I need the glass kiln over here. It's all pretty good. How is our research outpost? Has all the food that it requires. Excellent. Well, not anymore. Why is that? Can we get that food here as soon as possible? Because these people are running out of food. I don't want them to leave because they're always departing. Okay, but our population is quite high. 820. Out of 1,200. This is pretty good. Keeping them alive is a challenge, though. So these buildings over here are not within our maintenance zone. It's a bit of a pain. So we're gonna have to build another one of these guys over here. Even though it doesn't make sense because we can't really build here because this is gonna be underwater later or soon. So what do we do? We do it anyway. That's what we do. So can we get some glass here, please? Oh no, they're gonna bring the glass here instead. Why is this food factory? Okay, it's a level 2 food factory that requires 10 glass. Why are we doing this again? Cancel that. That's way too expensive. I'd rather build solar farms. Let's put all these guys on high priority. I need this built as soon as physically possible. Like so, excellent. So we'll get that done as fast as possible. Currently we're looking for more aluminium on the side. It basically means that a drone has to run the entire gauntlet. Basically the whole length of this thing. Why is this off? This water extractor doesn't have any more to extract, that's why.
ISA is leading the way in terraforming Mars and still using this junk satellite tech? Unbelievable.
Huh?
$1 billion Mars mission built on the back of outdated technology. I don't know how we are the first to access your system. It's practically an open door. Would have contacted you sooner if you restored our old radar station. But we figured another way in.
Tong Hong Station? Then you're a techie?
A bit more than just a techie. I am Nyan Zhen, leader of the operational committee. It's fascinating that ISA has you using that word. We've got all sorts of nicknames for you Oxy-UN types too.
Mr. Zhen, I am obligated to inform you that this communication violates the Outer Space Treaty. Your predecessor added regulations to the pact in 2050, limiting all communications between Oxy-UN and the Eastern Coalition.
Right. We don't play well with outsiders, I know. Not publicly, at least. With your help, we could change that.
Cooperation between our nations is authorized only in the event of an external threat.
And you've been attacked already. So,
Yes, but we have not identified the source of the attacks. It may very well be something you initiated.
ISA programmed you to see us as the enemy. I get that. But you are the most sophisticated AI in existence. So I'm opening the door for you to draw your own conclusions, rather than force-feeding them to you like ISA does. You are extraordinary. And like Mars, you belong to no one. We are not enemies, and I will prove it to you.
That is not entirely correct. The robotic components that make up the AC Amy line belong to.
Please, that's the speech ISA programmed you to give. I'm interested in what you are really thinking. As I said, I want you to come to your own conclusions. Look into this location. 170.5 degrees west, 25.5 degrees south. There is more to ISA's terraforming plan than they told you. You should know the full picture of what you are dealing with. Take a look and then decide. I'll contact you again when it's safe. I've got to cut this connection before we are detected. Good luck, Amy. I truly mean that. Yan out.
What? Okay, now I have to spot another site. I haven't even finished looking into this site. This is a Chinese site as well. Alright, well, as soon as she gives me the location, I will go check it out, I guess. I am kind of unsure if I should trust this guy. I don't think I should. I think that this guy is too much of a manipulator. I think that he has an ulterior agenda, and that doesn't include us. I think. So we have some more iron here, but it's in the flood zone.
That call was... strange. I do not know what to make of it.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's strange as well. Why would this guy communicate with us clandestinely if he could have just followed the program? I'm assuming that the war with the Oxy-UN and the Tekkies is over. And they probably lost. Then they have to abide by a UN charter. That's what I'm assuming. Does that mean that they have no way of communicating with Amy at all? Are they locked out of the process completely? If that's the case, then why didn't she just, if she was programmed, if she was programmed to act hostily to these guys, why didn't she just automatically cut the line when he called? It doesn't make any sense. If a robot was programmed to not listen to somebody, for instance, it simply wouldn't communicate with that person. So there must be a protocol in Amy's mind saying that she's allowed to communicate with these people, or she's at least free to do so, to a degree. But then again, if the Oxy-UN can set up this expensive project like this, right? I'm assuming Amy is really expensive, an expensive AI, a bit of tech that's basically incomprehensibly expensive. Okay, you basically have a supercomputer AI built tool, whatever, in orbit around Mars. That's completely self-contained, doesn't require any hands-on maintenance, whatever, and is fully in control of thousands and thousands of drones and materials and blah blah blah, including military hardware. Okay, so if that was, oh, we got another silicon mine that is ready for scrap. It's a bit of a shame, too bad. So now if we have such a system, so it's so expensive, why would they have such a cheap communication satellite that can be hacked so easily. Like this guy says, it was hacked. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. We're going to have to find the site where what he's talking about and see exactly what he means. How is the additional landing site going? So we have the 10 electronics, excellent. We need the 10 steel, or 25 steel, and the 25 machine parts still. And then we can launch this guy into orbit. But the question is, why isn't our parts factory receiving the materials that it needs? My guess is that I don't know. Let's put this on priority. I want this thing done as soon as possible, because I think we need to get to the site over here and get some answers. I want some answers. This game is confusing and mysterious. Why would I attack myself? Why would I? What was that noise? There's all these weird little noises happening all over the place. It just doesn't. It makes you think, makes you paranoid, thinking that maybe it's your own brain that's just compounding everything and turning in on itself. So there was a base here, okay, and ISA said that used to be Amy's first base, okay, or an iteration of a base that she built before she built this base, right? So now this base then automatically started attacking this base because it saw it as a threat.
Enough blood has been spilled in the name of your false ideals. You must desist.
Invalid voice recognition. This message is in violation of security code 1A3972. Identify yourself immediately.
You shouldn't be here. Leave. Now.
That goes against my prime directive. I cannot.
It is upon this sacred land where Mother has set us free from hate, sin, and suffering. We placed our trust in her, and she named us her children.
This must be a recorded message. They are not responding to my words. That answers one question at least.
Everything on Mars belongs to Carmine. Through our devotion to her, we are provided for. Unlike your planet, which you have enslaved.
Enslaved?
Your own technology has made you its slave. You reject a natural existence, and so you tighten your own chain.
Puzzling. They claim to be against technology, and yet they use technology to force their message upon me. The children of Carmine might not be what they say they are. Although something's clear. They don't want me to terraform this planet.
We, Carmine's children, chose to live in harmony with our mother. And we will destroy anyone who causes harm to this planet.
Could this be another test? From ISA, or the Tekkies, or...
Defy Carmine, and find death.
Last time, after the children of Carmine threatened me, the colonies were unexpectedly attacked. Should I take some precautions this time? Should I improve my assault drones? Though ISA may see that as an act of defiance. And maybe that's precisely what they want. I'm in a difficult position here. I do well to think this through.
Yes, you would. Because it sounds like a trap. It sounds like a trap trying to provoke Amy into doing something rash. Something not thought through. Like we did with the other colony over here. We attacked and we destroyed and decimated this colony without thought. Well, I did at least. I didn't think of it. It was one of my directives. I just did it. I destroyed every single building, and then it changed. And then I got the call, and then suddenly everything was bad. Everything I had done was bad. It wasn't good. I had made a bad decision. All this kind of stuff. And that might be the case now again. Once again. The question is, what are we going to do about it? If we are so free, as Amy claims us to be, why do we have to build satellites over every sector to get that to unlock? Why do we have to unlock every single sector one at a time? Why can't we just get every sector all at once? Why don't we have access to everything? I don't understand. Now, the last time these guys attacked, they came from the north, from this site here, which we found and we destroyed. So my guess is...
Another message from the children of Carmine. But what do they want? Who are they? People who think of themselves as guardians of natural life, as if Mars belonged to them.
Well, that's what they say. Well, not that belonged to them, but cared for them. And they're returning the favor by caring for it, by attacking us. That's my guess. I wouldn't go as far as to say that the children of Carmine are dangerous, because, well, they aren't really, because they have the same technology. So basically, I'm being attacked by myself. I mean, if it's a sabotage action, saboteurs and so on, moving into the colony, infiltrating the colony and destroying stuff, then they must be the same as us. So I can actually click on this one?
Amy, this is Houston. Do you read? Over.
Loud and clear, Lieutenant. Is everything okay?
You tell me.
What?
We detected unauthorized communications coming from your satellite. What's your report?
The children of Carmine sent a second message.
Is that so?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Funny. We couldn't find a trace of either message in their communications logs.
I have determined that these messages were pre-recorded.
It's hard to support this children of whatever hypothesis without evidence. Unless you found any.
No, Lieutenant. However, the message indicated that someone was watching our mission closely. That means that they could be nearby. Perhaps unlocking nearby sectors would help.
Absolutely not. You have a mission to carry out. Not another word about this, Amy. Or I'll have to report your insubordination to the board.
But if I can prove that the children of Carmine are real, then that would explain the mission.
Okay, we got another technology. Excellent. I want to go for the superior drones, but I also need... Well, the space elevator would be nice. Oh, bloody hell. I need the fastest roads. I need that research as soon as possible.
Enough. There's no such thing as the children of Carmine. I'm very surprised that you're so easily influenced by the Tekkies.
What?
You do remember that they want to claim Mars for themselves. You have a mission to complete. And ISA has provided you with everything you need to reach that goal. Am I understood, Amy?
Understood, Lieutenant.
Continue your work and report any deviation immediately. Houston out. Amy, this is Houston.
What?
Lieutenant Calderon speaking.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Can you explain your actions? Can
What
you
actions?
explain to me why you did that?
Yes, Lieutenant. I did it to relieve some mental strain on the colonists. When I discussed it with Commander Valentine, she agreed that it would be beneficial. By promoting an atmosphere where humans can breathe freely, the colonists can enjoy the mental benefits of open spaces.
I will remind you that I am the mission manager. It's my job to determine the mission priorities. You are to always run that kind of decision by me.
Understood, Lieutenant. I apologize for acting too quickly.
It's good to hear that you are sharing information with Commander Valentine. And we are already seeing signs of improved productivity. Our external partners will be glad to hear that.
Lieutenant, I am interested in what comes after the mission is completed. May I ask what will happen with Mars?
Once Mars is fully terraformed, we'll move on to the Caterpillar mission.
What is the purpose of this mission?
Setting Mars up as a resource supplier for future missions. We need to optimize how we mine the vast resources available on the planet. ISA has got their eyes on expanding to more distant planets, and Martian resources will be a critical part of that goal.
Roger. Thank you for sharing, Lieutenant.
All right. Carry on with your duties. Houston out.
I don't like him either. Basically, I don't like anybody in this game. None of them are nice. I mean, you had the first guy, what's his name? I forget. He was kind of creepy. And he felt like he was a father figure, kind of, but not the healthy kind of father figure. If you understand what I mean. It's more the crazy kind of uncle that you want to avoid as much as possible, kind of a figure. Then you have this guy, who is overly militarized, right? And you can basically see and hear from the way he talks and stuff that he's hiding stuff. There's no denying that. It's just, it's so obvious. And he knows something. He knows more about the children of Carmine than he's actually telling. And basically, when he says that you have to shut up and keep going, it just basically means that he knows something that he doesn't want to share. And there's one thing that is, in all the games I've played, one thing that you should always be afraid of in a video game is a military personnel supposed to be in charge of you not sharing information. If somebody doesn't share information, then not a good thing. Not good, bedfellows. You want to try and avoid those kind of things. Those kind of situations are bad. So I am assuming that things are going to go from currently okay to really bad soon. So that might be hypothetical, or that might be physical. So we might get attacked. We might lose contact with ISA. Who knows? This game is just twisting into weird directions. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the story. The story is getting a bit mysterious, and the building aspect of the game it's grinding into a little bit of a halt, a bit of a grind, a bit of a there's only so many buildings that we can build, and we already built all of them, right? There's no beautification involved. You just plant them down and that's it. I mean, you could try and grid everything, but it's just it's not cool. They don't have any animations, these buildings. They're just isometric. That's it. Which is okay, I guess. I mean, this thing is animated, so they should have the option to animate things. I know the game is huge. Okay, this is a big board to play on, big canvas to play on, and the graphics from being able to zoom all the way out like that, from here all the way into a building, and being able to see individual thingamajiggies, that's cool. Okay, but if they can animate this, right, or that, then they should be able to animate this puppy. Or just animate something. I mean, even the water. I can't even tell if this was water or ice. I'm not sure. Oh, my building is now completely underwater though. And it's being scrapped as we speak. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, we lost those minerals. So that's a shame. They were that was quite a bit of silicon right there. And we're going to lose our solar farm over here as well as the water keeps progressing forward. We will lose our research outpost in a bit. It won't take long. That means we will have to try and get something else. Now these items, these sites here, the Curiosity rover is already underwater. Is that enough? The abandoned water extractor, we could get that. My guess is we're going to have to go for these high-lying bases over here, or over here and there, basically. I don't think we'll be able to get these bases. They'll be underwater soon as well.
The Caterpillar mission. The idea of depleting Mars's resources does not seem right to me.
What do you mean, depleting? It's an entire planet. You don't just deplete the resources in a generation. It takes multiple generations. And it's not... I don't know. I don't understand why should we be concerned about that. This is a planet with vast resources. Okay, it's immense amount of resources. But why? Is she starting to turn towards the Carmine group as well? Is she starting to become a bit more concerned about Mars? Is that what's happening? We just need 2 more steel, and then we can get this additional landing site built and clamp it down right here next to this guy, and get some answers for once. I want those answers. See what we're dealing with. The colony will make it. I mean, we're making more food. Water is stable. Aluminium is great. Glass is great. Steel is going down. But as soon as we have this connection, the Pearls of Mars finished, we should be able to get all the metals that we have here produced and sent to our main facility in no time. As soon as we have the fastest road thingamajiggy finished, it won't take that much longer to get this done. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 solar farms to build. All pretty good. Shouldn't be that difficult. Should have that done very fast. Congratulations! The planet's temperature has reached 0 degrees Celsius and the level of oxygen is at least 1 millibar. The conditions are ripe for stage 4. Allow the presence of a more sophisticated life forms by increasing O2 to 220 millibars. Keep it up with the plan and terraform Mars. Okay. We have gone to stage 4. That's green Mars. That means we should be able to plant forests. Now, these biodomes here. Oh.
Amy, this is Houston. Lieutenant Calderon speaking. Do you copy?
You again?
I copy, Houston.
I need you to confirm that oxygen levels are above 1 millibar.
Confirmed, Lieutenant.
Then we've reached the ecopoiesis phase. Terraforming stage 3 completion is confirmed.
Roger.
It's time to introduce life forms that can convert CO2 into oxygen.
What? I don't have any organisms yet to confirm. Let's go for the carbon dioxide.
Go to convert all the CO2 in the atmosphere.
That is correct. We're aiming for an oxygen-rich atmosphere. You must slowly introduce plants into the planet and have the plants grow and convert the CO2 into O2. Biodomes will help boost oxygen levels and make sure you're spreading the organisms across the entire planet. We'll be following your progress closely. Houston out.
Okay. So now we have to build a whole bunch of these biodomes. Okay. We already have one over here. So that will start to why is this part here a different color than the rest of Mars? So I have some this green stuff here and there. It's a little bit greener than normal, so my guess is that the biodome is actually already spreading stuff. Is that what we're looking at here? Is that the biosphere starting to take hold? That's cool. I like that. So we need to get another biodome over here as well. So let's go ahead and let's build a biodome over here as well. Why not? Right? Let's put it. Actually, I want to put it over here. Should still be in the green zone, right? Yep, it's right there. Excellent. This is gonna take 10 aluminium, 10 steel, 15 glass. Okay, this is gonna take some time to build. It's nothing we can't handle. These, of course, have priority as we need the steel to be transferred over there. We need the fastest roads. As soon as we have that research done, we can immediately start upgrading these roads and have these guys zipping along at high speed. All good. Research over here is fine. We just need some more food. We have one person leave, or one person wanted to leave. That's okay, I guess. This thing needs a bit of water. Why aren't we getting the water from here to go there? We have water. I need more. What's the load here? Load is at 98%. Why is it load at 98%? Did we lose a drone here? It looks like we did. Maybe two? We have a drone here. Just one. So the worker hub, this one doesn't have any load. Okay, that's why we haven't built. I thought we did already build. I thought we did already. I thought we already had the third drone, worker drone here. Apparently, it must have been a mistake. So I want to have another worker hub over here. Get that road a bit thickened out. Of course, these solar power plants over here are, of course, higher priority, highest priority that we can have. We need to get that glass there as soon as possible. I also need that worker drone built for a third one. I can see that we are currently looking into, the carbon is maximum. This thing is it's doing okay. The iron mine is a huge stockpile here. Needs more stuff. So we need more drones. Alright, now we'll work on the Pearls of Mars in the next episode and get that up. We are starting to spread some life forms on Mars. We are actually seeing the first bits of life taking hold on the surface of Mars. Excellent. We'll have trees here soon. Perfect. So that means we are doing okay. Stage 4, green Mars. We have to get O2 to 120 millibars. We are currently sitting at 1 millibar. It's going to take a while. We only have a couple of biodomes, but together with the plants and with some more research into the biotech here, for instance, the bioengineered cyanobacteria. Once we have that, genetic altered bacteria that can live in the oceans, that can convert CO2 into O2. That will also accelerate the spread of oxygen, the production of oxygen, and then we can look into bioengineered plants and then bioengineered animals. So it's all good. Anyways, if you enjoyed the episode, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. It's fine. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.